Hey ladies, welcome to Freshen Your Life, where you are joining Shayna in her pantry. Ever since day one, have been dying to change this pantry. What the builder installed just isn't practical. These wire shelves, everything falls over. It's big slots. There's no intention behind anything in here. It's so important to have a well-organized pantry for healthy eating, especially with little ones. I want to make sure that everything on the bottom shelf is easily accessible to my children, but is also healthy at the same time. So I'm taking you on a journey to my pantry transformation. I am getting California closets installed in here, where I'm going to be having my dream wine fridge. My husband's going to have all his beer glasses on display. We're going to have literally shelves and drawers to put everything away and make sure it's just really nice and organized, easy to find, so nothing gets, goes bad or anything like that. So I am looking so forward to having you on this journey and showing you the after once it's all finished.
Hey ladies, welcome back. It's been a month and I have my pantry fully transformed. I am so in love with it, and I have to tell you all the must-have features if you are going to do this to your own pantry. But also, if you don't have the budget or you don't have the space, I have some really great tips to help you organize your own. One of the must-have things is adjustable shelving. It allows you to change it up and down as your items get taller or shorter. This feature here is one of my favorites as well. So this here is the wood Lazy Susan. It just helps so that you can find all your items, and it also is great for corner space, so all the space is utilized. And then this space here we added just for our dog food bowls, just to keep it out of the way and make it nice and easy. Another feature I really wanted to have is drawers, so that it was easy access for snacks and other items for my family. And then this area in our pantry was our splurge area. So my husband collects beer glasses, and I wanted to give him an area in the house where he could display them. And so this is what we came up with. It's all lit up, and it can, there's so much more room to collect more. And then also I have the coffee bar station so that we can come in here, brew our coffee. It's kind of out of the way, clears my kitchen counters up a little bit more. And then here we have our fridge, which I love. So this side is mainly just adult beverages, so wine and champagne and stuff like that. But over here we have a mixture of some kid beverages. So we have bubbly water and chocolate milk and soy milk and stuff like that for them to access. Now you guys have seen my favorite accessories here in my pantry, but I want to walk you through the things that led up to this. So there's 8 things to keep in mind when organizing your own pantry. The first thing is group items together. So as you can see, canned goods, breakfast items, adult beverages, coffee station, all of it has its own home. It makes it more appealing to the eye, but also it helps you find things, make sure things don't expire. Your children know where to put things back if you're trying to teach them to clean up after themselves. And that brings me to my second point. So FIFO. If you've ever worked in the restaurant industry, you've heard of FIFO. It's FIFO. First in, first out. So that helps that you don't find anything that's expired, or at least hope not, because let me tell you, when I did this, I found things that were expired over 3 years ago. So you'll put, the things that you just got in the very back and then just rotate it through. Number 3, draw it out on paper. So I drew this whole pantry out in my little notebook, and I put everything that I wanted in certain places. Obviously, it didn't work out perfectly, but at least it was easier to change on paper than changing it in person. That also allowed me to really think about it and put some intention behind where I put things. So I laid it on my counter. I looked at my drawing every day for 2 weeks to make sure, okay, that's really where I want the cereal. That's really where I want the baking goods. Number 4, purchase accessories. So accessories are key to make your pantry organized. So I have these shelves for my canned goods. I have, containers for all my baking items like flour and sugar, and I've even labeled them all. I also have buckets, so I like to put all the granola bars and all the fruit leathers and stuff in them. But accessories are definitely key to organizing. Number 5, take note of your inventory. So maybe you have something in your pantry that you haven't touched for maybe a year, maybe longer, or maybe you have 5 cans of green beans, but only 1 can of corn. Try to balance it out for what your family really needs. That will help clear space for the stuff that you absolutely are like a necessity. Number 6, you want what you see. So if you walk into your pantry and the first thing you see is all your candy bars, Snickers, Skittles, that's what you're gonna go to. You're not gonna go to the healthy items. So I've put mine on the very top shelf in an opaque container so that my children can't see what's in it. Only like really me and Alex know where it's at, but it just helps like out of sight, out of mind. Number 7, unbox your snacks. So we like to shop at Costco, which everything, you know, comes in big containers. Well, unfortunately, those aren't really appealing to the eye, but also it just takes up unnecessary space. And also, as you get to the very bottom, there's a big box and maybe one granola bar, or maybe you have an empty box sitting on your shelf. Get rid of it, put it in a cute little container. And then lastly, number 8, maximize your space. So if you don't have a pantry like mine, like a big room that you can walk into, my first house actually didn't have a pantry at all. It had little cupboards and I had to use that space to the best of my ability. There are so many things you can do. You can buy Lazy Susans, containers. You can even get like an over-the-door like shoe rack and put like granola bars or like maybe those seasoning packets, extra bottle of ketchup, whatever you want into all those little pouches and just hang it up and it kind of gets, you know, all that stuff off your shelves. There's so many things you can do. Anyways, thank you so much. Check out our blog. Please comment below. I'd love to hear how you guys organize your pantry, what you guys have done on your own. And thank you so much for joining us at Freshen Your Life, where we are simplifying motherhood.